Hey everybody, Rick Guerrero here from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here with my amazing guest, Miss Maria Sanchez, top 250 NAHREP Realtor out of Nashville, Tennessee. Maria, thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm excited actually to do this interview just to kind of give feedback, and whoever can learn from it, then it's better for me.
And that's the goal today, is to put some information out there to educate some other realtors anywhere in the country. So Maria, right now in this market, this is a tough market. A lot of realtors are having challenging times growing their business. As a top producer, what would you recommend to those agents out there that are having challenges do to grow their business?
Well, I think the most important is staying positive, right? Because the perspective is everything. Number two, I think that as our market changes, as everything else in life, I think just continue learning how to adapt with the market. You know, we're not always going to have high wins or just you have a market that's up and down all the time, and you just have to learn how to cope with that and continue finding ways to adapt with the market. You know, for example, right now, a lot of the market, everything since COVID, many of the things went into like social media, more videos, more TikToks, whatever it takes, but learning those skills to not be afraid to be in front of the camera or finding different ways to just get to the people and market yourself.
Now, I understand you do an exceptional job generating leads through social media.
Yes, I do.
And how do you do that? Are you doing that through TikTok? Are you dancing?
No, I'm not dancing. Look, I actually just started using TikTok, but most of my leads generate from like Facebook or Instagram. And obviously, I've learned how to generate leads myself. A lot of it is really teaching yourself, or whether you go taking, I mean, learning. There's so many like self-learning videos out there in YouTube that you could actually look up and or read books about marketing, so you feel more confident in what you're doing and kind of have a guidance of how to hit that market. But for me, social media has been my top producing platform, and it's been amazing. You do have to obviously have a structure. I mean, you can't just do one video and expect to get a ton of leads, right? That it doesn't work
It
that
doesn't
way.
work that way?
No, it doesn't
Oh.
work that way. So, so I mean, I get a lot of organic leads as well, not only from my campaigns, but when I have a closing, I take pictures of my clients, obviously with their consent. I post that on my social media, share it for everyone to congratulate my client, and people love that. The clients love that, and they share it. And then when you share it, they share it to their family members, their friends, and guess what? You're in front of all their family and friends, and it continues. And as you continue doing that, you'll continue to build a clientele.
Now, as you build that clientele, that database, I think one of the areas, getting to know you a little bit, one of the areas that you crush it in is the follow up.
Yes.
How do you follow up? What does your follow up process look like?
Well, you know, one of the things I would say is, look, if you take care of your clients, leads, customers, whatever you want to call every single one of the individuals that call you, if you take care of them, they'll take care of you. That's what everything in life, right? So even if I have a client that has bad credit or they're just not ready, I'm still building a rapport with that person. I still put them in my CRM. I follow up. I make sure that my assistant helps me with that as well, because it's a lot of work, and some agents don't want to deal with that. They just want the one that's ready or sounds like they're solid, but I don't. I cater to everyone. Why? Because I know that the future they will be ready. And if I continue, if I if I don't discourage them and I kind of tell them it will happen, it's just with time. So they get inspired by that. They work on their credit, and guess what? A year later, do I have to work extra to continue chasing my leads like a little hamster in a wheel? No, I don't, because now they're coming naturally because I catered them, I took care of them, I guided them, and now I have more clients. Not only the ones that I'm generating as far as with my lead campaigns, but along with organically, and they referred me because I get a lot of
So,
referrals.
so you do a good job of really spending some time and educating them in the beginning and
I
really
do.
helping them along the process and building a guide, a roadmap for them, saying, here's where you're at now. In order to get here, here are the things you need to do along the way.
Yes, I do that a lot. And I think it's really important for you to partner up with a good lender that it's willing to go out of their way to do that, to help you out with that. And it's worked so far for me. I mean, I don't have a problem with my clients. I mean, I continue just getting clients, and it works. It's just having the patience to do that.
Mhm. Well, that's absolutely wonderful. And you also mentioned CRM. So you take your leads, you put them in a CRM that you use. Does your CRM send out like text or emails, or how do you leverage your CRM?
They do. We send out like holiday emails. I mean, you name it, we could generate that in that email. So for example, like if I have people with bad credit, I create a group for people with bad credit. If I have people that are only W-7 with ITIN number, right, I create that. So in case a new product comes, I got just select those group and send.
Ah,
So I target
brilliant
based on that.
idea.
So the one that's under a group under bad credit, what do? Send them things that how to improve your credit, what recommendations, and that automatic. So I won't send the same email to everyone because not everyone needs the same thing. So and that works because then they feel like you're, targeting them, you're talking to them versus just sending them a bunch of bull crap,
And by putting them in that group, it helps you remember like what their challenge was at that time.
Exactly, I do.
So so it's
Or
it's
people,
almost like when you meet with someone, you're like a doctor. You're getting to know them,
exactly.
you're learning about them, and then you're like, all right, you're a patient that needs this category,
Yes.
and you're
Yes.
following up with them on that category, not just everything.
Yes. For example, we have the ones that are self-employed, right? You need 2 years taxes on some of them case by case, right? And what I do a follow-up. So I know that if I look under that group, I know that before tax season, I'm already working a plan like, hey, you know what? We have a list of people that are about to file their taxes. That's all they needed. That's all they needed for them to qualify. Now I know to target those individuals. Yeah.
Well, wonderful. Well, we're gonna wrap up here. Is there anything you want to leave us with before we wrap this call up? Any last thoughts?
I mean, like I said from the beginning, don't get discouraged, continue learning, continue working your clients, and know that if you try and you try your best, you put all your effort, you will be successful in anything in life and in this field.
Well, thank you again so much for your time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, please follow Maria, check out her content, check her out. She put some awesome stuff out there. We don't know each other. We met, this is our first time meeting. We
Yes.
got connected because I saw some of her content and I'm like, this is amazing. I need to meet this lady, and reached out, and you were kind enough to take my call. And I appreciate that. So follow her content, both on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the cool stuff she's doing.
And thank you for having me. Bye, guys.